All right, y'all. So, see, it's kind of snowing out here. That's Chicago weather. So, like I was saying, doing the little mild budget build, the 88 Monte Carlo. Quick little update. So, like I was saying in the earlier video, I'm doing a Lq4 6.0 swap. It's gonna be behind the 4L80 trans, which, by the way, it's pretty much a real popular swap, that most people do. The 6.0s, the LQ9s and the LQ4s, and back and behind the 4L60 or 4L80, real popular. So that's what I did, something that fit my budget. So early in the video, I was talking about doing the trans and everything. So I did install the shift kit. Fairly easy. I mean, somebody without experience could have did it, so this probably wouldn't be nothing that you would have to take to a mechanic unless you just felt, more comfortable with somebody with some kind of experience doing it. But, the directions and the tools, everything, it was all good to go. And then in earlier video, I told you that I ended up swapping out the pan. Wasn't necessary, but it was just something that I wanted to do for the look. Me personally, I felt like it gave it a little bit of an aggressive look, a little more muscle, make it look more of a muscle car, versus the stock. Like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with the stock. So actually need to get a torque converter. So that'll be like my last step with this trans, is a torque converter. So pretty much that's it for the trans. Once I get that torque converter, then that'll be it for the trans. Got the shift kit in there, got a new filter in there, new pan on there, new gasket on there. So hopefully this thing ready to, I had this thing ready to handle and put out some real power. Like I said, there go the old pan. So now, moving along from that, I want to talk about briefly, well, before I do anything with this motor, I got to get it cleaned up, machined, and some other things. But what I am going to do, I'm going to do some swaps in the internals, the pistons and everything. This LQ4 did have some weak points that I want to get corrected. I want to go forged, but, it wouldn't necessarily be much of a budget bill if I went out that way. So I'm going to just get the best of what I can get for the bang of the buck, because I do want, I do want to have this motor. I'd imagine I had this motor for a while, so I want the longevity of it to hold. It's got a truck pan on there. A buddy of mine actually gave me a LS1 style pan. It holds about 5 quarts, I believe. I think I'm gonna slap this on there. I'm not sure 100%. I might just go with it because I got it, and that'll be less money that I have to spend. So I might just go with it, but I'm not sure. I might need something that'll hold 6 quart of oil. If any of y'all got any real suggestions, or let me know in the comments, or So I'm going to swap out the pan. I'm Now this just wishful thinking. Eventually, I plan on going to LSA blower at some point, hopefully. But I got AC Delco LS9 heads. So they should hold a lot better than the ones that came on their stock. I took the ones that was on their stock when I took the stock heads off. Can't remember offhand what it was. The heads that came off of here, I believe they was 317 heads. I'm not 100% sure. I end up selling the heads to go into my budget for my new heads. These are the original gaskets here, so they're a little thin. These worn out. These no good, obviously. Like I said, got to get this cleaned up. Probably end up putting another harmonic balancer on there. I got it in my cart, so if I got it in my cart, it's one of my cheap carts on Summit. Then I'll probably get it. I think I sent it on there for like $60. AC Delco, factory fit. Or I could go another style instead of truck style. I don't know. I'll figure it out as long as I go and do more research and more opinions. So another thing I want to get into is the cylinder heads. And I spent a while, researching and looking into it and different people's opinions about what head to use. And at the end of the day, it's kind of hard to say what's best and what's not, because it all depends on your personal preference. Where you want your power, up top, you want your power down low, So it's all. I wouldn't give anybody like, oh, you should go, with a 243 or, whatever head. It just depends on where you want your power. Me personally, I wanted my power up top, so I grabbed me a set of which is in these boxes here. The other one is in this box here. Got them got them for a fairly good deal. The beautiful thing is, when you do these swap projects, you can take old parts to sell them to get new parts. So what I did was I went ahead and I went with a set of 823 heads, LS3 style heads. You can see that. I went ahead with these rectangle port, and I could have went. Initially, I was gonna go with a 243-799 style head, which are the same head, just different casting numbers on there. And I kind of just, it was just my personal thing and my personal reasons why I wanted to go that route. Some people might feel different about it, like, oh, why? And I mean, the thing about the swaps are, you try it. If you don't like it, then you can switch it out. Maybe I might, try them and don't like them and might want to go a 243. So I get more of my money back and, spend less on the 243, which would be cool. I might like them and keep them. So we'll see once everything get put together. But that's the route that I did go. I did go with a set of LS3 style heads, rectangle port 823. They say with the 6.0 and the LS3 style head, you should put about 500 horsepower out. But it all depends on, your whole setup, your intake, and your comms and all that stuff, as you know. So, if I could get those kind of numbers or close to it, it's cool. 243, they say you get more of your power down low and your torque. So, and that's fine too. Just personal preference or what you want to do. So, my next update video would be the block getting cleaned up. We're gonna break it down. Actually, I might start breaking it down right now. I don't have a lift or a motor stand. I probably have to invest in one of those. About $30 from Harbor Freight. I probably shouldn't invest in that because I do want to get that oil pan off of there. But I'm gonna need some help from my bro Rick, by the way, that's doing the same thing. He's got a, I believe, an 86 or an 85 Monte Carlo. So help me get it on the stand. Because it is a pretty heavy motor. So, but I'll probably take this valley cover off, today and see what I'm working with and just, we'll see. If I do, y'all will know. I'll do an update video on it. So that's it for right now. So we got the transmission done. Just need a torque converter. Now to focus on the motor, we got the LS3 style heads. So we have to go with a LS3, obviously, intake. Or, if I wasn't in a budget, I could do the LSA blower and it'll slap right on there because it's already rectangle port and I wouldn't need the adapter plates, but, whatever. But next update, we'll be breaking this down and see what's going on in the inside and getting it cleaned up and everything and then go from there. So I'll catch y'all later.